Hello everybody, welcome to my abyss. And it is time for our July 2021 manga haul. No wait, no, what month is it? July 2021 manga haul. So this month I actually got a pretty good collection. I think there's about 30-ish volumes of manga here. There were a bunch of series, or there were a couple series that I wanted to complete, as well as some like dents I wanted to make and some things I'm collecting. And a few things in here that actually aren't manga, and I've thrown them in anyway because I think they'll be fun and cool to talk about. So let's start off with pile 1 being Dai Dark Volume 2 by Q Hashida. Say mangaka, I can talk behind Dorohedoro. And yep, I'm really enjoying Dai Dark a lot so far. It is just getting started. It is only 2 volumes in, but still loving the art, loving the sense of humor, the characters, the setting too. I love the settings that Kiyoshida puts into her work. I think they're very interesting and unique. Love me some, I guess this one's space punk. Love me some good old space punk. And I love the side. I like this small size of the volume. I like a manga small. It feels so fun. But yeah, and it has really like cool colored pages in it, which I'm always a fan of. These are pretty like high quality releases, I think. Like they're small, but like they got some reflective stuff on the covers. They're super cool, and I can't wait to get more Dai Dark eventually. Excited for that. And then underneath Dai Dark, we have Pandora Hearts Volume 4. And guess what? It's the English version this time. I didn't actually order a second copy of the Japanese edition. It's the English version. So yeah, I'm very happy to be getting this. I love Pandora Hearts, one of my personal favorites. It has been a few years since I've read it though, so I'm rereading it again via physical copies, which will be hard because a lot of the copies are kind of hard to come across. But yeah, happy to have this back in my hands. This one introduces Cheshire, who is so good. I love that sweet boy, and he's on the back too. So yeah, more Pandora Hearts, baby. And underneath that, we got Kataro, which is part of the Gege no Kataro series, or Creepy Kataro, depending on who you ask. This is a classic horror manga series, like aimed towards a kid audience. I think it's 60s or 70s. It might be 60s. But these are really interesting releases that they're coming in. I'm trying to catch up. They have like I think 7 or so released, and they don't have numbers. They just have like names. I wish these were numbered. Because like it's obvious which one is the first one. The Birth of Kataro was obviously the first series, but then like they all have like random names, and you're like, oh no, which one comes next? But even then, I don't think you need to read most of the volumes in order because like a lot of the stories are pretty episodic. But yeah, it's a fun series with a bunch of fun yokai, and that's always a plus. So yeah, more Kataro. I get so happy every time I get a volume of Kataro. Every time I decide I'm gonna pick up some Kataro. If you want to have some good Kataro, like read the manga or even like check out the 2018 anime. That one is so good. I love the 2018 Kataro series so much. And underneath that, this is not a manga. This is a graphic novel, which is w.i.t.c.h Volume 18, which is a really good Italian magical girl series. It released, I believe, in the early 2000s, but it's getting or it has been re-releasing for a few years with Disney. So yeah, I actually don't know how long this, which is a very long series, by the way. I think it's probably gonna like maybe be like up to or over 30 volumes. But which is great. Look at all the girls on the cover. I'm just happy to be collecting this again. I usually like pick up Witch like once every few months because it's a good series. I do think the later arcs like aren't as good. I think like the last arcs, if I remember, like To Be a Witch and 100% Witch, like they aren't as good as the earlier arcs because I believe the author stopped writing for the series. I could be getting that wrong though. But yeah, we're still in the fraction of the series where it is good magical girl goodness. It's quality. And then underneath them we got a bit of a Tezuka pile, baby, cause it's me and I gotta collect Tezuka for some reason. We got Blackjack Volume 3, and I've said it before, I've said it many a times. I love me some Blackjack. I think Blackjack is probably one of Tezuka's best overall like around series. A lot of his series like suffer from I think being often too short. The man wrote a lot of series and like very few of them went on for too long. And because of that, like not a lot of ideas were able to like fully blossom and be explained as well. And like sometimes a lot of his work can be kind of dated as well. And I think Blackjack like can fall a bit into the latter category, but like this is a really good like all around series, I feel, especially for like the time it was made. And I just love the characters. I love that classic artwork. It's a good time. It's more Tezuka. it's more blackjack. And then underneath that, we got even more Tezuka. We got Ayeko, which is there's the cover right there, which is one of Tezuka's more edgy series. A lot of people probably know Tezuka for like his more family-friendly works like Astro Boy or Kimba. Astro Boy or Kimba or like Princess Nate. Like his more like family-friendly, like this is good for all ages sort of works. But the man did a lot of like more mature works. A lot of them lean more towards being edgelord, and some of them are actually like good mature series. This one isn't like my favorite mature Tezuka series. I think there are better mature Tezuka series out there, but yeah, I think it's still a really like interesting read. It's just a lot of story packed into this. What do I even say? Tezuka made a lot of stuff, man. A lot of it's better than others, but this one is still, I think, on the better end of like edgy Tezuka. One of these days I'm gonna pick up stuff on the worst end of edgy Tezuka, and we'll all have to suffer through that. But I have to collect all Tezuka for some reason. And underneath that we got more edgy Tezuka with Swallowing the Earth, which is again another very interesting like short series that he did. The front of the series actually sort of the beginning of the book, it actually sort of has a like disclaimer saying like you're gonna see some stuff in this book which is not good by today's standards, which like a lot of his stuff was. But yeah, it's more Tezuka. I do like the art. A lot of the character designs in this are like really good, really classic. A lot of my art myself I like to base off of like early anime and manga of their art style. I'm rambling. It's hot in here. I'm gonna pass out before this video ends. When it's more Tezuka, I like seeing his stuff get published, or even like Humo getting published. And again, as long as they have like the disclaimer in the front, like a lot of stuff in here today wouldn't be alright by today's standards, I think it's good to publish. Because you want to keep art in the public conscious and explain why it's like this. And then underneath that, oh my god, it's more Tezuka. This is Atom Cat. And you're going to say, Orange, what the heck is Atom Cat? I'm like, well, it's Astro Boy, but it's a cat instead of a boy. But Astro Boy also still exists, but in manga form in this universe. It's weird. Tezuka did some weird stuff, man. Wait till I explain all the weird stuff Tezuka has done eventually. Y'all be running. But this is a short series. It's very cute. It got the cute artwork, it got cats. Just more Tezuka. This is more of his family-friendly fare. So that ends the Tezuka pile. Moving on to the Doro Hate the Row mini stack, which I have volumes 19, 20, 21, and 22 for. Looking for volume 3 or volume 23. That one's going to be so hard to come across because it's the last one, but what can you say? It's more Doro Hate the Row. It is also by Q Hashida. I talked about Die Dark a bit earlier, but Doro Hate the Row is fantastic. I love the art, I love the characters, I love the comedy. I just think it's so much fun. It can be a bit hard to follow it sometimes because like there's so much like mythology and lore, and like you're kind of dropped in, kind of like assuming, oh yes, you have lived in the hole your entire life, haven't you? Get used to it. But it's great. I love the vibes that the series gives me. 10 out of 10. Can't wait for the last volume to finally get into my clutches so I can finish it. And then beneath that, we have the Cirque du Freak Omnibus volume. Yeah, this is volume 3. And I have pretty much said in every single video I've done, I love Cirque du Freak. I love the Cirque du Freak manga. It's such a good series and everyone should be reading it. This is actually a manga version of a actual novel series, Cirque du Freak, same name. And it's just manga adaptations of the stories. They're pretty much like direct one-to-one. A few scenes may be added in, a few scenes may be cut down. And I think they're a great interpretation of the story, better than the movie, but we'll get to that sooner or later. One of these days I have to talk about the movie in extreme detail because, oh, that one is a weird beast. But yes, this one covers the Cirque du Freak series is a 12-book series. It is pretty much cut up into 4 different arcs, and this one finishes up the second arc of the story. So which means in the next omnibus, oh yeah, these are omnibuses, so we're getting probably 6 volumes of this if I know how to count, because 2 volumes for each. But this one finishes up the Vampire Mountain arc, and in the next arc we're gonna be meeting Vansha. If people want to read the series for the first time, I want to see all your reactions to the characters. I want to see your reactions to like Vansha and Ivana and all the beautiful, beautiful characters in this story. And like Kurta and like Gavner. What do you guys think of all the characters? But yeah, this is a fantastic like series. You could either read the books or read the manga. Both I think are a great telling of the story. The manga is how I first got into the story, so whatever boats your float. I love you, Dr. Freak. I was so happy when I got that in the mail. My joy emanated from my body. And I'm actually going to take a bit of a manga break to quickly talk about something Tezuka that I did find while shopping for manga, which is Astro Boy DVD. And this is from the 80s Astro Boy series, which is actually my favorite Astro Boy series. There's the 60s, the 80s, and the 2003 one. Yeah, 2003. The 80s one's my favorite. I think it's silly and has like occasional like commentary. It's a good series. The 80 series is my best. The 60 series is dated in a lot of ways. It's also silly to watch, and the 2003 series is probably the all around best. But like sometimes it gets a bit too like depressing when this is a depressing story. But Astro Boy is great. I was so surprised that I saw this. It's the 80 series, and for some reason it has like a random selection of episodes. It has like The Birth of Astro, Romeo and Robiette, Robot Liar, The World's Greatest Robot, Part 1, not Part 2. They only had the first part for some reason. Uran's Twin, The Robot Nobody Wanted, and Astro's First Love. So that's the first episode, and that's the last episode of the series. And it's like a 50 episode series, so I don't know why I like randomly picked out these ones. But it's Astro Boy. Watch or read Astro Boy. Or read Pluto. And then beneath that we have Plus Anima, Volume 6, 8, 9, and 10. This is a Tokyo Pop series that I want to finish up, that I have finished up collecting, and with beautiful covers too. I think this is a very fun and engaging series that I would say a lot of people should read, but it being a Tokyo Pop series, a lot of the volumes are actually really hard to come by. What I was actually surprised about was the smatterings that Right Stuff Anime, which I normally buy from, the random like selections of manga they usually have available. They have like a few Plus Anima volumes left, and I got these two, and they're in like pristine condition. Like there's no hint of yellow on that spine, and they're so shiny. Just like even look at them compared to like how faded the earlier volumes was. It's like, how much of the Plus Anima do you have in a warehouse, Right Stuff? And why only these specific volumes? But yeah, Plus Anima is a fun series. If you can ever get your hands on it, then try reading it. It's only 10 volumes long. It's short. It's good. I like the characters. I love the art. It's fun. Beneath that, we got another series that I wanted to collect, which is Gone. So this would be Gone's volume 4, 5, 6, and 7, and that makes for all of Gone. This is a weird... I just wanted to get Gone in my collection. I didn't care how. How many different releases of Gone were there? There's so many different releases, yet all of them are impossible to find. Which I'm happy to have finished up Gone. Gone is a really fun series with no dialogue. It's no dialogue. It's just art of just our cute little dinosaur running around doing cute things. And the only like big shame is volume 4. You're gonna say like, oh Panda, that one still has the library sticker on it. Because if I take off the library sticker, it literally rips off the cover. So it's staying on. I'm not taking it off. But I'm happy to have finished Gone. My cute little dinosaur series is finished finally. I don't know why Gone is so hard to find. Like I hear like you can like get collections for it. I think an Italian box set is out there, and you can really get it in any language because again it's a dialogueless series. There's no talking in it. But yeah, give Gone's cute, Gone's fun. Beneath that we have my beloved, my beautiful Way of the House Husband volumes 4 and 5, which means I'm caught up with what's currently released, and I love Way of the House Husband. I think it's like currently one of my big comfort series. Just a man. He cares about his wife. He can be scary as heck, but he cares deep down. I love this series so much. It's so much fun. It's so good. I love the art too. It's fantastic. I can't wait for the next volume because these are just a good like pick me up, a good feel good manga. Beneath that we have Pokemon Adventures Volume 8. Still wondering if they're gonna release more, or the collector's edition. Still gonna wondering if they're gonna release more past Volume 10 of the collector's edition because that only covers up to like the Emerald arc, and there's more Pokemon after Emerald. Surprisingly, got Diamond Pearl, got Platinum, Heart Gold Soul, Silver, Black and White. Did they do Black and White too? I stopped reading the Pokemon manga after I think, no, I'm rambling. How you guys doing? I stopped reading the Pokemon manga, I think, after the Heart Gold Soul Silver arc, and I do want to read more of it because a lot of it's great. A lot of it's good. I did read the Ruby and Sapphire, or Ultra Ruby Alpha Sapphire like arcs because I like Archie and Maxie a lot, and I always need more Archie and Maxie content in my life. But yeah, this is more. It's more Pokemon. I want them to keep on releasing this. I want them to actually do the collector's editions for the entire series so I can have it all on my shelf. Which I really do hope they keep on releasing these in the collector's edition formats, because these are really fun formats. I love having these on a shelf. They look really good on a shelf. They have really good front art too. You can see all of our fillers. Our red, blue, and green all on the front. We got a little green on the back, unless you color blue, because Pokemon translated weird. Gotta love that. Gotta love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Beneath that, we got volumes 3 and 4 of Monster. Let's see if I can actually get this in the right formation, because like they're printed in a way where the mangas actually like line up with each other. I don't think they can actually do this in this one, but it's more Monster. Monster is always fantastic. It's a classic series. Again, click over to like literally any other manga tuber and they're like, wow, I collected another volume of Monster. It's fantastic. I'm not original when it comes to that. It's a fantastic series. One of my favorites. But yeah, I got volumes 4, so I think I'm almost halfway done with collecting the series, because I think it's 9 volumes. And with each volume, I think in the next book, I'm actually going to be meeting, or the next volume I pick up, I'm going to be meeting my favorite character in the series, Grimmer, waiting for my favorite man to show up. I love all the characters in Monster, but Grimmer holds the most special place in my heart. Just the best man in the world. Beneath that, we got something that technically isn't a manga, which I think it was released online. It was hard like looking into this one, but it's Road Queen, Eternal Road Trip to Love. A major like 90s like early like Yuri anime from this. It's fantastic. It has like the school setting and the 2 girls who fall in love, and it's great and it's fantastic, and it was a really like fun pick me up, and I love the art too. This was a fun series to actually like or a fun book to actually find. So yeah, that's always good. I always like highlighting like the things that a lot of people might overlook. But yeah, that's a good one. And beneath that, we got the last 3 in the dang pile, which are Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal Editions, volumes 5, 6, and 7. We got girl power going on right here. We got Azumi Lust in May. And I love how pink May is. I love seeing pink on any like volume of manga. It makes me happy. It ignites love in my soul. But yeah, it's Full Metal Alchemist. What can anyone say about Full Metal Alchemist aside from, oh boy, it's a fantastic series. It is one of my favorites, and I love collecting the Full Metal editions. I'm so happy I decided to do this. They are beautiful editions. I'm loving them so much, and they look so cool on my shelf too. I can't wait to collect all of them. I love them so much. Look at Show me on the back. She's so good. Oh, and of course on the back of, well, let's talk about it. Azumi and her beautifulness. She's just a housewife, and I adore her. She got her knife on the back, and of course, had to save this one for last. So we got Lust on the front of this one. On the back, we got Sloth and Greed is my favorite. I love Greed so much. Oh, I love him. I adore that man. I adore my greedy little man. But yes, girl power, because we just got powerful ladies on all of these. We'd like a powerful woman. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching this month's manga haul. Again, more than I kind of expected to collect over the month. There was just a bunch of series that I wanted to like finish up, or at least attempt to finish up. Still waiting for that Doro volume 23 to come in. Oh well, time passes. It'll come in eventually. But thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely night.